Hi, I'm Pip. I'm reviewing the Samsung DV90M5003QX heat pump tumble dryer in graphite. So this is it. It's really nice looking piece of equipment. This is the first tumble dryer that I've had since 1999 when a tumble dryer's only use was to make my levis tight. And now I've got 2 kids and I cannot believe I've lived without one. So I've had this now for a week and it's absolutely changed my life and I'm very, very pleased with it. So let's have a little look. So let's look at some of the key features. So the main thing that I love about this tumble dryer is this condenser. So rather than having to hook up the pump, which you can do to drain the excess water away, if you don't want to do that, then all the water ends up in here, and at the end of the load you just pull it out and empty it out. It's really nice looking in graphite, loads of different settings, so we'll have a little bit of a closer look at those. But just to switch it on, as you can see, it's got really nice clear display and actually it's very self-explanatory to use. So I think probably we'll start by putting on a load and just taking a little look. Okay, so I've just got a load of bedding that I've just washed and I'm going to pop that in. So open it up here, pop it in. So this one is a 9kg drum, which you can see, I mean, a lot more would fit in there. That's just one load of king size bedding, so perfect for a family. So just close that, and I'm going to put this onto the cotton setting, which is actually already on. Dry level, I'll keep it with the automatic setting, but as you can see you can easily adjust it to do that, so that will dry it. You can choose wrinkle prevent, which I think I will choose with the bedding because I like to have nice smooth bedding. And it's as simple as just choosing setting and pressing start, so let's start it. Okay, so it's going. It's not overly noisy at all. While it's going, you can't feel a lot of excess heat coming from the outside. So what it will do is it will give you an estimate of the amount of time that it's going to take, but actually it's intelligent enough that it will work out through the heat sensors what it needs to do in terms of drying time. So it's saying 3 hours for this at the moment, but it won't end up being that. Basically it will adjust as the dry goes on to see what it needs to do to dry it. So I've just paused it so I can show you some of the other settings. So I put it on the cotton load. You can choose mixed load, which is probably good for just general washes. Synthetics for wholly synthetic things. There's a quick dry setting, so if you just need to quickly get something finished off because you need to wear it, then that's the one to go for. Time dry just means you can choose the amount of time. So basically in an old tumble dryer, this is what you would have had. I think I remember just choosing an hour and you'd either get like bone dry steaming hot jeans or they'd still be wet because you wouldn't have rinsed them out properly. So there's also 2 more settings here, so warm air and cool air, and that is just literally for airing things, which is quite useful if you get something out cupboard and it's a little bit musty, but maybe it's not something that you can wash, or you know, it's a coat that's been in storage, you could just pop it in on that setting. So outdoor care, that's a really handy one. So that's for like coats, etc. So it'll look after those types of materials. There's a bedding setting. Again, it's adjusted to work for bedding. Towels, obviously they're quite heavy items, so that's handy, and I hate drying towels, so perfect. And it's lovely having one fresh out of the tumble dryer. So there's wool setting, which obviously is good for your delicates, wool items. Delicates, which is obviously for more delicate items. Now, this is a good one, iron dry. So if you are going to do ironing, which I have to admit I don't do very often, but if you are, you can get it so it still comes out slightly damp, so that it comes out slightly damp so that you can iron it when it comes out. And then finally, a shirt setting. No one in my house wears shirts, thank goodness. But if we did, that's the setting just for drying a load of shirts. So the tumble dryer will select the amount of time that it thinks it's going to take to dry it. But actually that will adjust, so it's got this heat sensor in it which will sense how dry the washing is. So if it's nearly dry, it will adjust. So at the moment this says 3 hours, but it won't be 3 hours because I've done a load similar to this and it was a lot less. So if you just let it go, there we go, done. As you can hear, it's not overly noisy, in fact, so it's pretty quiet really. So once your washing is finished, you can obviously remove the filter just to get rid of any lint that's come out. Gosh, quite a lot just in that. So you can take out the lint, and you should do that with every wash. The condenser drawer, as you can see just from that load, it's fairly full, so again you can empty that out after every wash. So overall, I'm really pleased with this product. I think it looks really nice, it works really efficiently. It's an A++ energy efficiency rating, which is great, so it doesn't use too much power. The condenser function is brilliant. The extra large drum is great because you can get loads in, you know, enough for the whole family. All of the control panels are really easy to use, really self-explanatory. You don't need to keep checking back to the instruction booklet. So overall for me, it's got a real thumbs up and I would really recommend it.